Welcome back, Truth Seeker. September 27th, 2018. In the NFL today, supposedly Jake Butt tore his ACL and is done for the year. This is another prime example of a fake football injury, all part of a scripted ritual. Recall in 2017, just before the NFL draft, Jim Harbaugh, the Michigan football coach, former NFL coach, former NFL player, he went over to the Vatican and got to meet Pope Francis, the first publicly Jesuit pope. And then right after meeting the Pope, Jake Butt, the tight end out of Michigan, he was drafted into the NFL by the Denver Broncos. He was supposed to be a high pick, potentially the first round, but he fell all the way down to the 145th pick. And I showed that day why he went 145 overall in light of his coach just visiting the Vatican and Pope Francis. Today is the Jesuit order's birthday. I'm going to show you how all of this comes together. So Jake Butt, let's just come down here. Denver Bronco fans know, but Jake Butt was the 145th pick. 145, major disappointment. He was supposed to go in the top 32 picks. What those fans didn't know is the word Catholic in Gematria equals 145, and the Jesuits have large influence over the scripting of professional and collegiate sports. A large percentage of professional athletes went to Jesuit high schools and Jesuit universities, and not coincidentally. The Jesuits, as well as the Catholic Church, are invested in controlling the minds of the masses, and sports are the thing that controls the minds of the masses, especially for men across the world. So anyway, Jake Butt falls to the 145th pick, big Catholic number in the study of Gematria. If you're new here, there's 4 base ciphers. They're all important. In the base cipher, Catholic also sums to 46, like Michigan. Jake Butt drafted out of Michigan, Jim Harbaugh visiting the Pope just before the draft. So now here we are. We're on the Jesuit order's birthday. Pope Francis, the first publicly Jesuit pope, and Jake Butt, he tears his ACL supposedly on this day. Now notice Society of Jesus. That's the full name of the Jesuit order. Today's their birthday. Their full name equals 191. That's the 43rd prime number. Torn ACL equals 43. 191, the 43rd prime. With regards to them being the Society of Jesus, you should also know that Jesus Christ has Gematria 43, 191, the 43rd prime, Society of Jesus, Jesus Christ. Goes together perfectly. As I just talked about, Jimmy G. So many of you think his injury's real because you saw his knee buckle. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. That R word is coming to mind, retarded. The injuries are scripted. It's not hard to run and make it look like you buckled your knee a little bit if the play's scripted for you to go out in a fake injury. As I showed in the video, it was perfectly scripted for CJ Beathard, and I don't care if his name's pronounced Beathard. It's written just like Beathard. CJ Beathard, that whole thing was scripted for him to become the starter in that week. Number 3 in week 3, we went over this. Fake injury. The NFL is full of fake injuries. You know, guys in their 20s, in their athletic prime, don't typically tear their ACL. Okay? Goodness. But look at it. In the 4 base ciphers, football and torn ACL, they're the same in 3 out of the 4 ciphers. 191, the 43rd prime, football and torn ACL 43. What a day for a Jesuit football ritual. And no better player to do it with than old Jake Butt. The only player I can think of drafted right after his coach was visiting the Vatican and Jesuit Pope. Also, notice the name Jake in Butt in Gematria in light of today being September 27th. Jake 27 in 2 of the 4 base ciphers. Butt 27. You see how Jake's 81? You see how Jake's 81? Let me just show you something about Pope Francis's birthday. I know because I already did a video on this today. From today to Pope Francis's birthday is 81 days. 81 days. Pope Francis is 81 years old. His birthday is December 17th. Watch, let's just do it again. Let's just prove it. From today to December 18th is 81 days. And let's just put it in here. December 17th, 2018 to today. Here it is right here. 81 days. Now, why does that matter? Why does 81 matter? It's because 81 is the ritual number, so is 27. And all of this stuff is ritual. And for all of you going, but why? Why would they pay a guy millions of dollars and then have him fake an injury? Look, you're asking the wrong why. Why would you ever pay a guy millions of dollars to play sports? Again, economics. You guys aren't good at it. Economics is supply and demand. How much supply is there for professional athletes? Oh, millions of people? Millions of people. Why would you have to pay a group of millions of people who are qualified? And don't tell me millions of people aren't qualified. There's millions of people in this nation who can catch a wide open third down pass. Half of these receivers in the NFL can't catch the wide open third down pass. I see it every weekend. It's a joke. It's a joke. I mean, millions of people can throw a football 10 feet to a guy wide open in front of them instead of lofting it over their head straight to the defender so he can run it back for the touchdown like we just saw on Monday Night Football. These guys aren't the best. These guys are a bunch of jokers. Of course, they're all paid to play in the rigged games this way, but I'm making a point. There are a lot of good athletes in this nation. There's plenty of men in this nation who would love to play for their city, for their home team, and they'd probably do it for $50,000 a year. Wouldn't you? How many of you out there are good athletes that make less than $50,000 a year? You'd probably easily drop your job if you could and play for your local team if you got paid $50,000 a year. And I'm making a point here. There's no reason to pay these guys millions of dollars. You know why they're paid millions of dollars? This is why. So they don't talk about what's really going on out there. Plus, all these guys are born and bred to be, born to Freemason families, born to secret societies. The whole world of sports controlled by Freemasonry, Jesuits, and secret societies. You guys can't figure out why they keep secrets. They're overpaid. And the other thing is how are they going to speak out, you know? The only information most of you are following is what comes through the TV and radio, and the players don't control that. The same people who control the leagues do. They only let you get what information you want to get. And then even when somebody comes out and tells you it's all rigged, like the referee in the NBA, you don't even listen to him anyway. You know? You just think he's crazy. But anyway, Jake Butt, the rituals, the Catholic jokes, we're not done yet. From Jake Butt's birthday, July 11th, he's 23 years old, by the way. Football and torn ACL, 83, that's the 23rd prime. For you Broncos fans, you should have seen my work the year before Super Bowl 50, why I said in October why you'd win the Super Bowl over the Carolina Panthers, why Von Miller'd be the MVP, you know, why there'd be a Black Panther tribute. I called all that stuff in October. Even USA Today wrote an article about me in the prediction. Just showed how exposed it all was. But in that season, I was showing how there was all these 83 and 23 rituals. Colorado's 83. I still remember Peyton Manning was on this drought of 23 drives without scoring a point. Then he broke it after that. You know, he had to go 23 drives. Anyway, 83, the 23rd prime. But from Jake Butt's birthday to today is 78 days later. And why does that matter? Well, Jesuit equals 78. How about it? Remember what the Jesuits did in 78? The Pope went to bed on the Jesuit order's birthday, September 27th, in the year 78, and he never woke up. He died. He was the 33-day Pope. Arsenic equals 33. Arsenic, the 33rd element on the periodic table. Everybody knows he was killed with arsenic. The Vatican wouldn't put it out, though. It's illegal to do an autopsy of the Pope. So here was the headline, Jim Harbaugh visiting the Jesuit Pope at Vatican City just days before the election. Vatican City, 46. One more time. Catholic, 46. Michigan, 46. Don't forget Tom Brady equals 46. Patriots, 46. Tom Brady was the 199th pick out of Michigan, the 46th prime. But notice also in the base cipher, Vatican City 71, Denver Broncos 71, Catholic 71. Think that's a coincidence? Jim Harbaugh visits the Jesuit Pope at Vatican City. Then all of a sudden, Jake Butt falls from the first round to the fifth round. He goes 145th overall. Wikipedia keeps his name up as Jake Dick Butt for an entire week. Yeah, I documented it back then. It's too bad my video channel was taken down. Wikipedia kept his name up as Jake Dick Butt. You get it? Dick Butt, Catholic Church. I think you get it. For most of you, that probably connects a lot easier than the Gematria. And just in case you missed the last video, the other big Jesuit ritual in the NFL today is Reid going to the Carolina Panthers. If you missed my video on that, Check it out. We'll keep it short and simple. Eric Reid, 71, Catholic 71. Eric Reid, 145, Catholic 145. He wore the number 35 last when he played, Catholic 35. JFK, the only president that was Catholic, number 35. Eric also 35. Reid 72, like Jesuit order. From the news today of him going to the Black Panther Party, or the Carolina Panthers, which are one and the same thing. The Black Panthers, established by Huey P. Newton, the quarterback of the Panthers, Cam Newton, major mocking. But from today to his birthday is 74 days, right? 74 days. Today has 74 date numerology. It's the Society of Jesus' birthday. The Jesuits, Black Panther Party 74, Colin Kaepernick 74, the two guys who protested together. Notice Black Panther Party 191, Society of Jesus 191. But with regards to the Society of Jesus, Jesus 74, Messiah 74, Cross 74, Parables 74, Gospel 74, Jesus Christ 74. Anyone who's read the Bible knows that Jesus is black. There's only two physical descriptions of him: hair of wool and burnt brass skin. The Catholic Church knows. They printed the Bibles, you know. They also made everybody worship white Jesus, you know. All a mocking, putting the truth in front of people's face, expecting people not to see the truth, expecting people to let authority do their thinking for them. You see how this sick joke works? Black Panther Party 191, Society of Jesus 191, 191 the 43rd prime, Jesus Christ 43, Jesus Christ was black in the Bible. 74 days from his birthday, a black man on a date with 74 numerology. Notice also the 2 months and 13 days, Black Panther 213, Black History Month 213. I could go on. Watch the Eric Reid video I did. There's more to know about this riddle. We'll see if they pull it. Oh, there is another big Jesuit order ritual today. The Vikings, who are playing tonight, Vikings equals 46 in Gematria, like Catholic. This is the 46th all-time meeting between the Rams and the Vikings. And the Vikings were named 58 years ago today, September 27th, 1960. And if you watch my video on Eric Reid, we talk about the significance of 58. I don't have it up here, but Catholic Church also equals 58. So we'll see if maybe there can be a fourth Jesuit order ritual today in the NFL. Wouldn't that be something? In case 3's not enough for you coincidence theorists out there. Until next time.